it doesn't say live. There you go. Now it's going.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Addicted Fishing Pod.
That was so wild. That was so terrible.
Oh my god!
I had to keep you on your toes.
You guys, we were actually prepared that time. We didn't hot mic it. We had Jordan ready to do it, and then he
just blew it. I'm better on the live camera.
The live camera. That's a
or
live
the
camera.
The non-live camera.
The non-live.
Yeah.
Non-live. You got some fire tutorials coming out. The Hoochie one's doing really good. People
Is it?
are loving it. Yeah.
Hoochie.
I was fishing all day. I didn't get to see you.
Yeah, it's doing well.
Good.
All right, everyone, you guys know the
guys.
drill. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys want an opportunity to win an Addicted Fishing prize pack, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it out there, and then drop a comment where you're tuning in from. It's always cool to see all the different places around the world we have viewers tuning in from.
Frick.
And tonight, we have a special guest in here in the building, and so stay tuned because we're not going to tell you who it is. You got to stick with us to find out. We got a really cool story that he's going to be telling us, as I'm sure you know.
And
from
some
the title.
incredible info.
Low Hole Clint. It's coming.
And some incredible info. Yes, Low Hole Clint will be released at the Sportsman
Yeah,
Show.
I already saw another first comment. Rest in peace, co-host season 2019.
Seriously.
The Sportsman Show 2019. We are releasing all the Low Hole Clint
2020.
merchandise. 2020, sorry. 2020, the Low Hole Clint comes out.
Just watched it and bought
Everything
some.
you've been waiting
Woodland,
for.
Washington, my hometown. What's up? Tri-Cities, Portland, Hubbard, Oregon, Lebanon.
Hashtag Pineapple Frugal.
Hashtag Pineapple Frugal, Spokane, Tim Palmer, thanks for tuning in. Gresham was just watching the Hoochie video, waiting for this to start. Veneta, Oregon, thank you, Corey, for tuning in, guys. Yes, from Beaverton, appreciate it. Connecticut, from Zach Pellet, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Connecticut,
You guys know
what
the
are you
drill.
fishing for in Connecticut right
Probably
now, dude?
steelhead, I bet.
Let me know.
Southeast Michigan in the house, Anthony Yon.
Ooh, cold.
Yep. Yeah, no kidding. Like, we're all talking about wanting to go over there and stuff, and like all those guys are already like posting all these like snow pictures.
We're
of them,
going
like,
in January.
Huh?
I've been planning it. Get ready.
I don't want to go in January.
We're going.
Don't. You need to go the second week in January. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I'll be like in the Caribbean.
The second week?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
I'll be
We won't
gone.
take you then. Jordan, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm
Let's
okay
go.
with that.
Cam's in the Caribbean.
I'll be in the
He
Caribbean.
doesn't have to hang out with us.
I'll be
I know
okay
he
with
doesn't
that.
want to anyways.
Yep.
Yep. That's true.
Oh, Washington D.C.
Chris Calhoun, that's a lie.
That's it. Come on, man.
Where?
Vancouver, Max Garcia, Bodega Bay, Wenatchee. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, like first comment I made, or was told, the rest in peace co-host season 2019.
Yeah, let's talk about that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some closures.
Yeah, rest in peace where you could actually go.
Right.
I mean,
there's like I can say with personal authority that 3 of those rivers have plenty of coho in them. Not plenty. I mean, it's hard to gauge. Like, us as fishermen, like, it's so easy for us to be like, there's tons of coho because we caught like 20 of them. But the reality is, like, okay, but those 20 fish we caught probably doesn't mean that there's 7,000 or 3,000 of them.
Exactly. Well, they're very shown right now. There's nowhere to hide for those fish.
Right.
And I think obviously the hatcheries are seeing that impact. They're seeing the fishing pressure get kind of almost stiffer and stiffer because again everybody's especially after these after these closures, now everybody's gonna. I mean, I'd be surprised if we don't see some Columbia River trib closures here pretty quick at the same rate because there's gonna be people flooding anything else that you can fish unless you're some kind of hunter or are just gonna give up on fishing.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, though, we've had. Let's talk about our season. Like, let's talk about our weather. Joe, what's up? What's wrong? We good? Oh,
It's just being weird over here.
what?
Let's talk about our season.
Just like moving in. There it is. Like July, we got like 3.5, 4 weeks almost practically straight out in the ocean. You never see that. You need northwest wind for upwelling. You need to normalize the ocean. We had an awesome ocean fishing season because it was so flat for so long. Then September came, and it was wet. Like, it rained and rained and rained. And then October and November came, and now it's just been dry. I mean, we're fishing rivers that have got 100 CFS in it right now. I mean, it's like...
Well, it's a credible amount of high pressure as far as, I'm a meteorologist this week. But it's just an incredible amount of high pressure that's been stuck over us.
Right.
It's incredible. It's pushing a massive. I'm kind of scared to see what happens after this. What gets pushed around from this weather, especially with a tough year. It'd suck to see a lot of these fish spawn in lower river systems and then get completely bury every single one of their eggs under mud. You know.
I mean, I there's a little caveat to that though. I mean, you and I both know like a lot of the fish that we were catching in those Wilpa systems and in Columbia systems. I mean, we're still catching fish with beautiful sea lice on them. I mean they are as fresh as they come.
Yeah.
So it's like I think there's been a little bit of like these fish that are holding off, but I mean, you know, I can understand where, you know, the hatcheries are sitting there going, okay, we need escapement. You know, we got to procreate the run. Like, you know, I can see where they're, and you and I both know those fish ain't moving, like not in the numbers that they need. And okay, so we got to let it rain.
Well, and especially when it get like this, a lot of these tidal influenced rivers, which the entire Oregon and Washington coast is, those fish are going in and out with those pushes. They're they're being more susceptible to predation still. I'm sure the seals and sea lions. Well, and us, you know what I mean? But as those fish get pushed in and out further in the estuary, they're not being able to just jet up the river past any predation they have. Then they're getting pounded on. Then they get to the hatchery gate, and somebody sneaks in there at night and snags. You know what I mean? It's just
What are you talking about?
The fish are completely exposed, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, you know you're in the water. I mean, when you're going some of these lower ends, and there's some rivers
You know
that
exactly
are more.
what I'm talking about.
There's some more
People
rivers.
sneaking into hatcheries, snagging fish. What are you like? Where did you even take it to that direction? I just was really weirded out about that.
I went over the top.
Did you do that this week?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We go to the tank.
What
How many people do we got watching?
poacher? Oh my gosh.
245 guys. If you guys want an opportunity, we're going to give away some KVD triple grips from Mustad, Addicted sticker, and some ProCure Super Gel, some bloody tuna.
That stuff's jank. It don't work for anything ever.
It works for all these fall Chinook that are waiting to come into the rivers, get all brown. Especially when they start turning brown, that's when they like bloody tuna. Right, Kim? You're a tule hunter. That's all you like to catch.
Reed, I bet I know. Considering where I always find you, it is stacked. Unfortunately, I wish we could kill them. We'll just leave it at that. Bro who sneaks into hatcheries. Yeah. Bloody tuna doesn't work. That's a lie. Hugo, Oregon. Yeah, I will say this. You know, people talking about like snagging fish, you know, man, I had an experience that just blew me away. And we went out to one of the more crowded rivers, actually probably the most crowded river in the state of Washington.
Bull.
And easily, which was that day. And we rode up, found a little spot, started fishing some chum, getting some fish on bobber and eggs, having a good time. And this group of 3 individuals came down. And they could see where we were getting the fish. They were just, I mean, dude, the water was low. They were just corked in this spot. Corked. I mean, rolling. And we were getting them to take bobber and eggs. It was a lot of fun. Had some good stuff. Having a ball. Had my son with me. He caught a chum. He swung a spoon and caught a chum too, by the way, which was pretty sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was casting at like a group of like 100 of them, and one like broke out, and he's reeling, just brr, oh god. Anyways, these guys come down and they're like casting upstream of us, and they just work their ways further down, and now they're like casting into the hole and like just purposely like dropping it in and just and hooking a fish every single time. And dude, it was like. And they were like, where my bobber was casting, they were casting right there. And I mean, they moved down on us, and thank God my son was there. Because I'm like, nope, not going to do it. We're just going to row. We're going to leave. But it was bad. It was just ripping. And it was like, that's the kind of shit, that's the kind of stuff that I feel like has an effect on these streams and stuff when, you know, let's be honest. The game departments can't control that. No. They can't. No, you know, they can't do it. And I mean, it's like, yeah, it's just easier just to close it all and let those fish do what they're going to do and at least make sure they get their fish. Dude, it was pathetic.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, dude, it was every ounce of my being like, thank God Layden was there. Because it was going to be bad. That's crazy. It was going to be cameras in their face. And it was, yeah, dude, it was.
But that's what I'm what I'm referencing. This is the outlandish activity when fish are super exposed.
And anyway, so that was my experience. I mean,
It's
yeah,
so
we
dumb
caught some
when you can
coho.
catch them so easy.
Right, and I mean, those fish were undisturbed. And
It seemed like what they were doing was pretty easy too, though.
What's that? Oh yeah, what they were doing was real easy too, but it was really cool dropping floats on these things
Yeah,
and catching them,
yeah.
and it was a fun. And I mean, just it was just pathetic. Is really what it was. It was just outright pathetic.
Clint, we got that first winner.
Nope.
Anyways,
Nope.
that was my
I can find
experience.
one.
Add one. Get one.
Okay, hang on.
Get us a first winner.
Random
If you
one.
guys, we are going to be giving away another prize pack. So if you want an
Snaggers suck,
opportunity to
exactly.
win some Procure scent, an addicted sticker, and some Mustad KVD treble hooks, please share this live feed out there. Share it with your family and friends. Give the video a thumbs up and drop a comment. What's the question, Cam? This
Wait,
smells
I
like
thought-
shrimp.
wait.
He's picking the first winner from the first.
It's like shrimp.
From the
What's the
beginning.
second question?
We need a question.
Damn. I don't know. I got one, but I don't want to say it.
Oh, jeez.
Clay just popped his head up like, you bugger.
You better not.
You better not.
Okay, so first winner's coming up.
First winner, let's see that.
Josh Hellam. I don't know. Maybe that's how you pronounce
Bodega
it.
Bay. Where is
Elam.
Bodega Bay? That's got to be California.
Elam?
Is that California? Bodega Bay? Is
Sure.
that California?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
All right, shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Let us know you want some Procure and some Mustad hooks, and we will get this stuff shipped out to you. Do not forget, please include your address in there so we know where to ship the stuff in the email.
And Spencer, we want addicted floats. Guess what? I was dropping floats on those chum, and they were addicted floats. So that might mean they're coming real quick. But congratulations. What?
Where's mine?
Where's yours?
Yeah.
You have to actually fish, bro.
They're sold out. They're sold out, Charles.
They're sold out, bud. Anybody not named Charles can buy them, except for that Charles. He can buy them. Our guest.
Will you buy me some?
Yeah.
Buy me some.
Will you buy me some? Should we expect to see any more fish push into the Columbia tribs, or should we all just work till winter steelhead show up? I think that is what you should do, for sure. Work until winter steelhead show up, and then when they don't show up on regular schedule, just work till springers, really. But no, I think there's still potential. Like I said, I mean,
I'll second
Just-
that notion.
yeah, right. But even like just 2 days ago, last time I fished, I'll just say my damn local river. I mean, it wasn't many fish, but the two we got had, were chrome bright, sea lice, beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we're not seeing a record fall, but
So
there's
I'm
still
not-
fish
This
to be
comment
had.
from Matthew Beeman. He says, "Can my wife win a prize so she can quit ignoring me to watch this video?"
well, is your wife commenting? Well,
Then she might win a prize.
she might win.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Release the floats.
Release the
Dude, that should be. That's a good little marketing campaign right there. I like that. I think that should be the new hashtag.
Release the floats.
floats.
We should just have a day.
That's
Yes.
what you doing?
Bump production. Anthony on. We're working on. Trust me. We don't need to go there. But yeah, it's coming real soon. Let me think here.
But I mean, that is a good question, and I think if you love fishing enough, you're still going to get out there, and you're going to be granted some opportunity.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to the river. Kind of count your blessings. I'd say this time of year, definitely don't need to be keeping every single fish that you catch and bonking them all in the head. Some of those hatcheries even do need those fish back still. So just go out and have fun, enjoy yourself, and catch a few fish. It's still an option.
And don't be a dirty, filthy snagger.
Yeah, that's
Really,
no good.
That's what I'm just gonna say.
Well, hopefully, if that'll all be taken care of here in the next few days, or we get some water and
Yeah, I'm thinking
people
Friday.
can't see them anymore. And
It's looking
Yeah,
like
it
a
looks
good
like it did
shot.
look like a lot of
Good
rain
shot.
coming.
Oh man, next week's gonna be fire. Can't wait.
You won't even be here, idiot.
I know, but
I
the
wasn't gonna say
the
that.
series
whatever.
is going to work out
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
It's going to be perfect.
it might blow it all out.
Psht. Where we're going, you can catch them in the ditch.
We're still filming it,
Yeah.
even if the rivers are chocolate. That's gonna be the whole
I
experience.
don't think it's going to rain that hard.
Do you guys even read the YouTube stuff? John Millis, we read it all the time, especially that guy over there. But yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Any
we
news
absolutely
on
do.
the Akuma X? Nope. I don't. Have you heard anything on Akuma X? No, I have not heard.
They
anything.
have the twitching rods at Bob's.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a
but
small,
no, they don't have any
very small
selection.
production on that pushed out. But yeah,
Nope.
Yeah.
Just a few twitching rods out there. There is none of the float rods or any of that stuff available quite yet.
Yep. Let's see.
Okay, here's the question. We're going to give you guys an opportunity to win a prize pack. You just got to share this out there. Give the video a thumbs up. And the question is, did you watch last week's Addicted Life? It was a 2-part video with TJ Hester filmed on the King of the Reach. And it was really badass.
They caught a couple.
They caught just a couple.
Just a couple. They only caught a couple.
It's insane. It's literally
yes
fish.
or no, guys.
just
It's a
don't-
yes or no answer, and let you guys be guys. And also, real quick, be sure to share that. What's our feed count there, Mr. Clint Laurie?
I felt stressed out for
Scroll over. Thank you,
TJ
buddy.
just watching that video.
Oh, I know. He looked stressed. A couple guys commented like, "I'll never fish with that asshole. He doesn't know how to." Like, just really.
TJ's the nicest guy
I know.
in the club here. He's way
But
nicer
he
than I
really
am.
wanted to win.
He wanted to win. He's
He wanted
competitive.
to win.
Well, Jordan, there's also a little bit too when you're fishing 6 guys versus 2. There's
Yeah.
a lot of crap can go wrong.
No, that's what I mean. But just how he was just on the ball the whole time,
Yeah.
and he was doing a good job, in my opinion. He was doing a great job. But it was just
He took
you do this,
4.
you go that. I mean, he was
He
just
took 4
man.
out of
I
over
bet he was so
100
tired
boats.
after those 2 days.
There was over 100
That's
boats.
solid, dude. A couple guys are commenting that he took 4th. And you know what, dude? That's,
Out of 100?
That's a cool effort, too, because,
is it?
I mean, let's think about it. You took 4th place out of 100 boats
Wow.
catching fish from a broodstock program that can get some of those good genetics into hatchery, because guess what? Broodstock works, and I'm sorry.
Marty, I watched it 5 times.
I'm not gonna go on the old hatchery wild coexist tirade this week. I gave you guys enough of a dose of that last week.
Get out of the shot, Charles.
Sharon says, "Get out of the video,
Get out,
Charles."
Jeez. Move the fridge.
You drinking my beer, dude? Those are
Yeah.
$2 a piece.
Can I borrow $2?
Lots of guys commenting that they watched it. That's cool. Very cool. Watched it too. I actually had some family over. We watched it
Dude,
Sunday
Saul
night on TV.
Galloway says no, he didn't watch it. That's sad, dude. Come on, man.
Who?
Come on.
Oh, dead to us.
Dead to us.
Dead to us. Hey, new comments, bud.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, if you're on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up all of our videos. Go back to our channel and pull up the video section and just literally go through and thumbs up every single video.
It came to a tirade. No, not this week. I'm in too good of a
What?
mood.
Look at Salmon Trout Steelheader Magazine's commenting.
Why?
King of the Reach, great episode. What up, STS?
Who could that be?
Probably Lucas.
I guarantee it's
Jason.
not Nick.
Look at Jason's hashtag ban Charles.
Cameron Black, nope. Jordan uses badass hairspray.
Yes, he does. That's not me commenting, by the way.
Who
That's someone
is?
else.
Did you ever figure this out?
Nope. It's one of us, though. I know that. It's got to be.
Google
Thinks
gobble
he's
one
clever.
of us.
Google
I bet it's
We
TJ.
accept
I bet
you.
it's
We
TJ.
accept you.
Ooh, that would be something TJ would do.
I bet it's TJ, dude.
No, I had another idea, but we're going to let it go. Because we don't want to start that. Never mind. Anyways, okay. Jacob Michelet. No, well, you know what? The hell with you then. Anyways.
Seriously though, guys, it's a really cool episode.
Good. I'm
It's-
glad you didn't watch it. You might have learned something, but whatever.
And it's just it's an awesome opportunity for us to be able to go up and participate in that and then give back to the fishery. So I'm really stoked that TJ was able to do that and Sean was gonna go.
Yeah, right. And like I said, he got 4th place, putting his effort out, putting 3 days of work out to put more fish back in the system
Yeah.
that need to be back in the system. The right.
Did you hear his
Hatchery
numbers
fish.
at the end of the video?
I didn't watch the end.
Oh, it's
I missed the second part.
Crazy how many fish like the Hanford Reach supports and how many fisheries and commercial fisheries and
Oh, dude. Gee, it's weird. It's like one of the last like glowing bastions of hatchery like harvestable fish in the Northwest, and they use hatcheries and broodstock programs. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm just so blown away by that.
Yeah, it's
because it doesn't work for steelhead or anything like that. Screw you, Patagonia. Anyways, moving on.
oh my gosh.
Not gonna do it. Just not gonna do it this week. Just
We
not
already
doing it.
started.
Nope, not gonna do it. When are you all starting steelhead fishing in the lower Columbia tributaries? Well, that's a funny question you ask, because I feel like both couple rafts might have done that today. We both actually did find steelhead. One was a summer, one was a winter.
What? You found a winner?
Yeah.
Lies.
I wasn't going to tell anybody, but
Show 'em
cat's
the
out of
picture.
the bag now.
Show them the picture. No, screw it. Let's get people excited.
No, there's too much background in the picture. You
Is
can
there
see
on
where
that?
it's at.
No, there's not. Shut up. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, I think we see the first bona fide.
It's definitely 100% winter, especially where he
No.
caught it. It's in a the lower system of a river.
It's 100% winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that said, yeah. I mean, but
What's
if you
that?
really think about it, though,
Summer.
it's the summer. I guarantee you that what's funny about that is, if you think about it, so it was a wild fish, and why would a wild fish be returning in November if it probably wasn't like some offspring of some maybe successfully spawning early returning fish that
Right.
probably shouldn't be in the system? Let's be honest. But think about
That
it.
aren't supposed to exist anymore, at least.
Yeah,
because
right.
that was
right.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm leading him right back into this.
No, I mean, well, those were kind of bad, but obviously there's still some lingering effects. What's up?
Was it tiny?
No.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I've never agreed with that. The fish in these systems from the beginning of time returned from October all the way to April.
Yeah, I mean,
Whether there
sand
was-
pile effect. Yeah.
There was fish always in these rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether they were going up or down, and steelhead especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lived
Hey,
before
Dean
this all
Doppelman,
happened.
thanks for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate that.
it. And yes, TJ is great. And yes, Leroy Schultz got the special guest right there. Did you see that comment? He's like, "Are you talking about Charles L?" Yes, we
Oh,
do.
he guessed him.
Yeah, yeah,
well, you guys
yeah.
can see in the background. Wait, wrong way. There.
We're not a full production unit.
Ocean
you know.
Coach. That's who's in the building. You guys, cat's out the bag. Damn it.
Yeah.
Someone guessed it. We had to tell you.
No, that's cool.
So we're gonna bring him in here in a couple minutes. But first, Clint, we got to pick this last winner. But I want to see how many people.
Yeah,
are
and
watching
Cameron
first.
Black, that's a lie. Just shut your filthy
Nope.
mouth.
We're going to need to get it to 400, guys. Come on, 400 people.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching, you want an opportunity to win some KVD triple grips,
Oh,
some
look at-
Procure scent,
What?
and
No
a
way.
sticker.
4,200 hens and $4,600 on the first day. That's crazy. That's not right. Dude, that means they caught freaking 8,800 fish on the first day.
No.
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 What's he talking about, Steven Tucker?
No.
Or was that like when they opened the hatchery gates or something? Like that's or what they thought crossed or that's. Anyways, sorry.
Guys, share this episode out there, please. Do not forget, if you're on YouTube, give the video a thumbs up. All you have to do is quickly close the little chat window and smash that thumbs up button. And then we had a question. What was the question? I forget it now.
If you watched the
Addicted
TJ episode,
Oh, that's right.
Addicted Life.
Did you or did you not watch the episode from this last Sunday that we put out? Every single Sunday we put out an episode of Addicted Life. And going into this next year and towards the end of this year, we have some of the best episodes coming out ever.
Marty Danzer, thank you for sharing it out to 20 more groups. Do you appreciate that?
Hell yeah, Marty.
Yeah, no, we have got some freaking
Insane.
banger episodes coming out.
We were actually
I mean,
arguing the other
between-
night which one should come out
Right,
first.
exactly. I mean, like we just had TJ come out and they stroked like 60 fish on film or whatever that number. I didn't see the second part. Don't shoot me, TJ. Sorry. We've got stuff with Kevin Van Dam. We've got stuff on maybe those first rains that might have occurred and may have pushed some fish into some of these rivers. We'll see. You'll find out on Addicted Life. So yeah, we've got some just absolute freaking yes. And Michael Williams, that is the best super chat ever. Much appreciated. Love it.
Michael Williams comes through with one of the best super chats we've ever gotten. Thanks,
we
buddy.
love it. Thank you much. Yes. Oh,
Who's
Randy.
trying to go carp fishing? Charles is, dude. Charles is all about carp. Carp life, dude.
Carp life.
Fun to catch.
Carp play.
That's all we're going to be fishing for when these
Right,
salmon
right.
steelhead are
Right, we're going. It's gonna be carp, smallmouth.
Common carp fishermen. We'll be just
Walleye?
like those dudes out in England that sit for like 4 days for one bite.
One bite.
No.
I swear, dude.
Dude, we were talking to these guys at iCast and like what they were doing to catch these like 70, 80 pound carp. Like they go and they like drive around these lakes and they find where they're at and then they like just know where they're at and they literally just go set up and they just wait. Like it's just like
It's a.
Great.
It's
and
like
the guy's
a
like,
hunt.
oh yeah, they set like camps up and they have camps on the it's like plunking except probably a lot more boring.
Like, get there.
And they're like they have like their 4 rods out with their little beepers on and they have like camps and like bathrooms and stuff like set up on the bank. Dude, like what they were doing over in Europe is
14
crazy.
hours
I mean,
later.
we think it's crazy, but it's like okay.
Here I got him on my carp cam.
Carp
2
cam.
days
Carp
ago.
cam.
Carp cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's
And we
funny.
just shoot them with bows. whatever.
Oh, I know. A couple people commented on the bow fishing episode.
Oh, I bet.
And we're like, dude, we're in England right now just crying for these carp.
Come on over. I'll
Yeah.
take you on a carp guide. I don't know really where they're at, but I'll find them. If you want to come over, go carp guiding.
Oh, jeez.
Heck yeah. Squid and winter blackmouth addicted life. Yeah, we've been saying that forever. Maybe that'll happen this year. I think it will. It will. No, I'll say that right now. It will happen this year.
100%.
It will happen this year.
We
I
have
will
to.
make sure
We have to do
that
that,
happens
dude.
this year. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Did we pick a winner? Winner it, and then let's bring in our guest.
Let's do it.
What do we got? Waiting for Charles. Oh wait, what do we got there?
What's that discount?
Yeah, whoa. We gotta talk about that real quick while you're picking the winner, Marlon. Discount code addicted20 at mustadfishing.com.
Clint just throws up just random lower
Yeah.
thirds.
That's a good reminder.
It is a good round.
We
If you guys
we
didn't
the
know,
lower thirds.
Mustad is a huge supporter of Addicted,
And them
and they
lower
came to us
thirds.
and basically said, "Hey, we want to give all your fans out there and all your followers a code to shop on the website." And it kicks back a little bit to us. So if you guys want to go purchase some stuff on Mustad Fishing's website, there it is right there, mustad-fishing.com. Every single thing on their website, you use that code addicted20 and you can get 20% off. The other cool thing is they have like a 75%, they have some crazy like end of year sale going on right now on their website. It's like 75% off like all this stuff. And
I
think
did see that.
our code, I think you can literally get on there and get 75% off on the clearance items, then use our code and get another 20% off.
So basically free.
basically free. Don't quote me on that because I don't even know.
I'm
Hell of a
saw,
sales
no
pitch,
other
though.
discount
Oh,
codes
goodness.
apply.
I just about ran out the door with myself.
Literally like everything is 5% of normal cost.
But it
right
gives
now.
all you guys an excuse to go to Mustad's website and buy some stuff. Cool. Clint, do we got a winner here for this last prize pack? And then we'll let our special guest come in and we can talk about
ocean
what it's
stuff.
like to freaking row a boat 20 miles out and catch a tuna.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, hang on. Hang on,
Is that what
bud.
I sound like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it Nemo?
Oh, God.
Can't say that.
All right, here's your winner.
Silas Paulino.
I just love it when it's hard for him to say.
Like, what's
You guys
so
ever
funny?
notice? I think I just. That's it. Clint's gonna get the question now.
Yeah. No, we're dropping it. He's on thin ice,
Yeah.
dude.
It's
Thin
a
ice.
random person, but it's
I know.
funny when he can't say it. It's funny.
Regardless, Silas.
We have something else
Paulino,
that's funny too, bud.
Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. We'll get this little prize pack shipped out to you. And don't leave us, guys, because this is some really interesting stuff with this guest that we have coming in. We just recorded a podcast with him, and so the information is really cool.
Yes.
The opportunity that he's giving you guys to get out there and learn is really cool. So stick with us, and I'll have some more prize packs put together here in just a second.
Yes, Tanner. Before we go.
Yes, Tanner. What?
Yes,
Tanner. Obregon.
Huh?
Would you guys
Oh.
ever come up to BC?
Abso-freaking-lutely. That will happen, 100%.
On a fly rod.
No, that's guaranteed not happening.
6-inch worm.
10-foot sturgeon.
I'm gonna go to any of those. I'm gonna go to all those rivers that are supposed to be fly fishing only and swing spoons and just have some. And someone says something, I'm gonna say, "Fight me."
Okay.
No.
And
Hey,
moving
without
on.
further ado, here's our special guest.
What's going on?
Hey,
How's it going, Charles? So, for you guys who don't know, like I said, he rode out, caught a tuna. This is Charles, everybody.
four tuna.
Four tuna.
There you go.
Why don't you introduce yourself real fast? Give everyone kind of the rundown and explain. Let's just get right into it for you guys.
Yep. My name is Charles Lowe's, and Leroy, who identified me, was actually my escort boat when I did the first tuna row. So, hello, Leroy.
Okay, that's why. Damn cheaters.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
yeah.
they knew. They knew.
Yeah.
That's sick. So you rode out, and that was this year.
That was about 7 weeks ago. Yep.
7 weeks ago. You took a rowboat, launched it at,
Pacific City,
and rode out.
20 miles. We were hoping to get tuna at 12 miles, but it wasn't that kind of day. They were at 20 miles, so I had to go 20 miles.
I feel like 8 miles on a rowboat is a little bit of a change of plans.
It is. It is. It is. Not enough daylight to row back, so I did have to throw the boat on top of my escort boat, lash it down, and get a ride home.
Why didn't you just row back in the dark?
I've done that. It sucks.
You've tried this before too.
The longest I ever rode was a 70-mile race right through the night from Tacoma to Port Townsend.
Tacoma, down the straits.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so night rowing is not fun.
Oh,
Same style and size of boat?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Same boat.
Very neat. Custom. Tell us a little bit about that boat. You were telling us earlier, I was
You
very
know,
intrigued.
it's not your father's rowboat. It's computer designed. The panels were cut by CNC. It's epoxy and okume, and it's got, I've got 2 handhelds and 2 GPSs and PLB and all that other stuff. It's fast and it's light. I throw it on top of the car, and it's great. It just rows great.
No kidding. So, for tuna, how'd you catch them?
Trolling swim baits. And that slows me down about a half knot just to drag from the swim baits.
Just the
Yeah.
lines in the water
Exactly,
and the heavy.
exactly.
So you're talking like the fish trap swim baits, 4.5 inchers like that?
Fish
or
trap, yeah.
Okay.
Channel Island Chovy or
Yeah,
green
yeah.
and white, yeah.
Do you have any pictures of that boat by chance?
I sent
Besides-
you guys some.
Oh, Charles.
No.
Or not
that's
Charles,
me.
Clint, whatever your name is.
Sorry.
I
forget.
sent
I couldn't tell because you guys are wearing your addicted
Stand by.
jerseys.
Stand by.
Anyway, stand by for that.
So
Dude,
what really, I think I forgot to even ask you in the live feed, but what inspired you, other than what you had talked about a little bit before, but what inspired you to do this? What gave you the idea before you kind of got put up to it by your friends? And tell us that story that you told us a little bit earlier.
Beer?
As well. Yeah, beer.
So I was at the Fisher Poets
Beer.
gathering with some buddies, and I kind of had this idea in my mind that maybe I want to do this thing, and I floated it with them, and they were just all over it. They said, you got to do this. So that's where it kind of solidified.
Right. And before that, even the time leading up to that, you've been rowing, and as far as for exercise and for fun around your local. You said you live in Portland,
Yeah,
so you've been rowing up and down
my
the
house
Willamette
is
and
3
Columbia.
miles from the Selwood Bridge, so I built this thing for springers.
Right.
And I don't catch springers. I'm not good in the rivers, but I started rowing farther and farther, and I was doing 20 miles pretty easily and enjoying it. And this idea of rowing for tuna just kind of found me. It wouldn't let me go.
Right.
I was just rowing and thinking, could I do that? How crazy would that be?
And you had a bunch of ocean experience.
Oh
prior
yeah,
to this, too.
yeah.
Okay.
So let's kind of like talk about that a little bit, because one thing, another reason why we brought Charles in, guys, is because you operate the website theoceancoach.com.
Yeah.
And if I had $1 for every time someone posted on our Addicted forums, I have an 18-foot insert boat style here. Can I go out into the ocean?
Right.
I mean, it's like, to me, it's almost like, if you're asking that question, you're already not where you should be, as far as like as far as the discussions on whether you should fish the ocean or not.
Yeah.
But why don't you explain to these guys too, because like I said, we do have a lot of guys that a lot of river guys in here, a lot of guys that are here for education and here for whatever. They want to explore the ocean opportunities. That million coho run, as you said in the podcast.
Well, that was the forecast.
Million coho
right?
run that basically baited all of us to go out
Right,
there.
exactly.
Yeah, let's be honest. Why don't
And
you guys?
murdered them, and then they just disappeared.
I was gonna say, and actually that is true. We did absolutely clown them for like a month, and then they disappeared for whatever damn reason.
It's fishing.
Yeah, it's fishing. That's right. But why don't you guys explain the Ocean Pro, because I have a feeling a lot of you guys might be interested in this.
So exactly right. People fishing the rivers, they want to fish the ocean. How do you do it? It's a big task. So what I offer is one-on-one coaching for people, and that is not a seminar, and it's not a series of classes. It is 100% customized. So in a first session, I'll sit down with you guys and figure out exactly what is your background, what do you know, what do you not know, what are your goals. And based on that, we'll have 5 other sessions, and they're 1 hour face-to-face, and we'll just hammer it out. The biggest question is crossing the bar, as you wouldn't be surprised. And that starts with, what is a bar and why is it dangerous?
That's a good place to start.
It really is. Yeah, and I have some great drone footage of a bar, and you can see the sand and all that other stuff. But yeah, it's a real education. Tides, swell height, swell direction, swell period, all that stuff, and how it all interacts. it's quite doable in a few weeks to do that. And then to wrap it all up toward the end, the last couple sessions, I developed a dice game, practice go or no go decisions. So they'll take everything they've learned, and I'll take a D12 and a D16 and a D4 and just roll you a swell height and a wind speed and a wind direction and a swell period, and is that a go or a no go and why? And we'll just do that again and again and again until they've got the confidence built up.
Okay, because like you said, there's all those different variables that you pointed out with, even when those variables like arrive at the certain times of day, just those go, no go decisions, like, oh, I'm going to go at like 10 o'clock, but then you're going to face an afternoon wind that might be from the northwest, and out going swell a little later because you avoided the morning ebb.
Yep.
But the afternoon ebb is maybe only a 5 or 6 foot exchange,
Yeah.
but it's still, it's still something you got to pay attention to. It's not like a 3 foot or a weak one, just that constantly, that dice game sounds like really cool.
It is fun.
Just because it's just constantly evolving on that.
Yeah.
Constantly evolving or constantly changing. Excuse me.
Yeah. And what does it mean if the Coast Guard says the bar is open?
Oh yeah, that's another huge one.
That doesn't say anything about the sea conditions outside. It doesn't
Right.
say anything about the bar being open on the way back. It doesn't say anything about the fog coming in. It doesn't say anything about the big swells coming in 8 hours from now. So people think, oh, the Coast Guard has opened the bar. Good fishing day.
Yeah, right.
so
But
much.
you have a big northwest swell, and the bar could actually be pretty tame until you poke out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said. So, and then there's times, obviously, the bar is substantially rougher than the ocean.
Exactly. But yeah, I give guys a transformative experience where they go from being afraid or uncertain to knowing enough to make some really good decisions their first season. Kind of level them up a little bit, and then they go. My guys are just having a ball out there. They once they go through the course, they're out there fishing and they're catching fish, and their families want to go with them. Because one thing I hear a lot is, the guy buys a boat, everybody's scared to go fishing with him. So how can we fix
Well, I got a funny.
complicated.
I was gonna say I've got a funny story about that involving my dad, but I think I'll save that for another time.
I have some clients and their wives are baking me cookies because they are so grateful that they don't have to worry about their husbands out in the water anymore.
What's going on? I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
Oh,
about it.
okay. Anyways, I lost my screen. I lost my
You're
comments.
gonna have to lose it for a second.
Roger that. But yeah, so where can people find you? What do you offer? Like, let's talk about that because obviously we've been talking about we've been kind of like working with the Coast Guard on like we'll call it the Cliff Notes version, but that's probably not
Yeah.
the best way to kind of look at it, right?
The Coast Guard teaches rules of the road and buoys and that kind of stuff. What guys need to know is, how do I get across the Tillamook Bay bar?
Like very
That's what they
so you
need
do
to
regional
know.
specific
Absolutely.
ones.
I figure out which ports they're going to go through.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's see here. So
The
Yeah, I was
ocean,
gonna say, go-
theoceancoach.com is my website. You can get to me through there. Real easy.
okay, so what like I said, what are the costs associated with that? What are they getting? You said it was one-on-one class, but kind of roll through all that
Usually it's 6 sessions. That seems to be about right for most people. That's $900, and that includes unlimited phone, text, and email support.
Guys can text you that morning. Should I
anytime,
go?
anytime. Yeah,
Anytime.
Yeah, and we have some great discussions. There's quite a bit of homework. The guys work really hard. I'll have people become one with the tide charts for the year. I'll have them go through the whole year and tell me when the biggest exchange is, and then calculate how fast the water's moving, and go out and look at the moon, and then go look at their tide table, and pretty soon they've got the tides dialed in.
They really are getting more of a next level experience that if you're not going to be using it commercially, if you're going to get your captain's license to run any kind of commercial vessel or whatever, you'd have to go through these process. But it's something I think that you've very uniquely specialized to people that just want to
But see-
recreationally fish
Yeah.
and not be in the maritime industry,
Right.
which is really neat,
But I mean, the reality is too is like we've all taken the Coast Guard classes.
Well, I mean,
like,
if you're gonna,
there's
like-
no even the Coast Guard class that we have, there's no application to the West Coast as
Right.
far as like
Right,
the,
right.
the conditions and stuff that we deal with. I mean, we understand rules of the road, mapping, navigation, safe deck safety, some of these other tests. But
Right.
there's no I mean, yeah, we have our safety equipment stuff mastered, what's required of us, but at the same time, it's not like, okay, well, how do you get across? Like, what's the best way to get across the Tillamook Bay Bar, like you said, or what's the best way to, move out of the, just take any of the bays.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
none of that
Exactly.
There's
in
a
any
plethora.
of the Coast Guard stuff. In fact, we're doing mapping stuff on, what was it, Montauk Island, I think is what they always
yeah.
used. For the
record-
Mine
mapping.
was straight to
Yeah.
Wonderfuka the
Yeah,
whole time.
okay.
Yep.
Reckoning.
Yeah.
Well, one of the questions I ask an incoming client is, do you know the latitude and longitude of where you're sitting or any place on the Oregon coast? And if they say no, I know that I have to give them the mariner's mind, which is visualizing the whole coast in terms of the major latitude and longitude lines.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
And
you got
seeing it that way.
You gotta know where 13/20 is, just so you can get.
What does that
just so
even
your fi-
mean?
Just so your fishing guys know where to call you
Yeah,
into.
exactly. What does that mean, 13/20?
Yeah.
And so they walk away and they know that the 124 line west is the spine of the coast. Runs right up and down the beach.
It's kind of the way it works out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
So let's see here. So you rode out there, you caught your tuna.
Yeah.
What's next? You can do it again.
That was only 7 weeks ago. I don't know.
Do you think you could see
I
yourself
need-
doing it in a different, like hell with tuna? You want to go to another part?
Why not
of-
halibut? Well, I guess
Both ways-
that wouldn't be that far because there's some near shore stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
but an 80-pound halibut on a 90-pound boat. I don't know. That's like
Oh, full send or no send, bro. Come
wanna go
on.
with
The old man in the sea, does he make it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
got
don't
the
know.
sharks
You gotta
chasing.
drag
you
him
what.
back, right?
I'm really drawn to simplicity. It's just fun. There's no
Yeah.
electrical system. There's no motor. There's no fuel system. There's no nothing. It's just me. It's fun.
I can see that. What about like a shark or something real crazy? No?
Yeah, sharks.
Could be a
It was
dogfish.
really sharky when I was out there, and I've got 10 inches of freeboard. And when I landed my tuna, there were sharks all over. So I actually have some YouTube video I haven't edited yet, but I've got the end of my gaff and I'm just poking these damn things away. 'Cause
That's
kinda
awesome.
they're only 5-foot blue dogs, but still they're 10 inches. Get away
Yeah,
from
they
me.
turn their head and bite.
Yeah,
You said on your YouTube, do you have a YouTube channel right now with any other videos on it?
I do. I'm the
Give a plug for that real quick.
Doryman is my YouTube channel, and it's Rowing for Tuna 2016. That was my first tuna attempt where I rowed 56 miles and did not catch a tuna, and that's where Leroy was
56 miles. So did you on that one? Did you row out and then back?
made. I did.
So you made it all the way back and touched the sand
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah.
Damn. How
Now,
are the
what's
oceans on
your
that?
average speed as you're rowing out?
56 miles. No, thank you.
3.5 miles an hour. That's net of PP brakes.
3.5
Not
miles
like a tugboat.
per hour.
Yeah, that's right. That's walking speed.
Yeah.
That walking speed 20 miles out, 20 miles back, 56 miles.
What-
That's crazy. Of course, you probably drift some on that. It's probably a big circle, right?
Well, okay, so the drift is 2 miles an hour
So you're
southbound,
prevailing,
and
yeah.
my speed is 3.5 miles. So you don't get to row toward your destination. You get to crab 40 degrees to
Yep.
get there. So that's all a bit of using the cross-track error on your GPS, which you don't have to do at 30 knots, but at 3
No.
knots you do.
It's just so good. When are you going to do it, Jordan? You're Mr. Rower, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get a 2-person
How many of you guys
boat.
think
Exactly.
Jordan should try to row out for tuna this year with this guy, right?
I think it would be really neat. I think it'd be a really great experience.
It would. It would.
I wouldn't want it to be I wouldn't want it to be easy at all, though. The rowing one thing, but it's like I almost want to go without a support boat, but have a GPS.
No.
And like, he's like, I'm out. You're an
I
idiot.
had 2 support boats in case one broke down. I'm
Yeah.
not into risking my life. I
Yeah.
just like to have adventures.
Totally. No, I think that would be a really neat experience to get to do something like that. And
Sending Marlin out in the Columbia Bar on a paddleboard, addicted life. I
We
agree.
talked about that. Do it on a stand-up paddleboard. Now that's badass.
How would you get out, man? Oh gosh, I don't know. I guess I've never been on a stand-up paddleboard, but how fast could you travel in one of those though? Probably not that fast.
No.
Well, not as fast as you are
Now
rowing.
you've got 3 inches of freeboard between you and the shark. So
Yeah, where you gonna stick your half tone at for your tuna, right? Oh man. All right, guys. So let's see here. You guys got any questions like that? Anything for the ocean? Anything on the ocean? Anything on the tuna rowing? I guess if you will, tuna rowing killing. When are you gonna have those videos out? Do you think?
I should probably get to that. Give me
You
a
got
week.
7 weeks. I'm just kidding.
God.
Come on, man.
I'll put a link on my website.
Perfect.
Okay.
And is there any sort of timeline during the year that you specifically do these classes, or do you offer it 365?
Everybody, I offer a 365.
Okay.
Everybody wants to do it in early spring.
Of course.
And I'm going to be really busy in early spring, so now's a really good time.
Yep.
Winter's a really good time.
Schedule it out to where you can make those days a week.
Yep.
Do weekends and weekdays. Everything. It just accommodates to the person's schedule.
Yep, I can go to
Okay.
their place, they can go to my home office, whatever.
Wonderful.
Whatever works out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let's roll to your guys' questions here. I think we probably need Marlon to come in here and do another contest or something like that. So, how many bodies has this guy dumped? Probably, that was probably not the question.
You know, when I was prepping, I didn't think of that one.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, if it's a 90-pound boat, probably not very many. No, I'm just kidding.
That's sick.
You ain't got a man
Buoy-
in your family, don't do it? What's
Buoy
that?
10 paddleboard. Buoy 10. If you ain't got a man in your family, don't do. Oh, I see. To pass on your name.
no,
Oh,
My
yeah.
God, yeah. I think Jordan should still do it though.
no.
Yes, sir. So, has anybody else ever heard of anybody rolling out for tuna out there? Like, I mean, I kind of.
Well, I know they definitely do it in Hawaii in some areas. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've probably
Well,
heard
Hawaii-
of or John yourself.
Yeah.
or-
300 yards and you're in
Yeah,
deep water. Right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and you're fishing. Did you see anything really neat when you were out there? Any big sunfish or marlin like everybody was talking about?
The first time when I didn't catch a tuna, I was just 2 miles out and it was barely light, and a fin this big surfaced right behind me. You can see it on the video, and made a 90-degree turn. And I posted, I said, was this a sunfish or a shark? And I don't know to this day,
Yeah.
because it looks like a sunfish, but it acted like a shark. It made a 90-degree turn, which a sunfish can't do. So
Right.
Yeah.
We got to see when we were out with Cam, and I thought that was really neat. I've spent a lot of time in the ocean. I've never seen a sunfish like that. That was really
sunfish will really fool people because they're looking for jumpers for tuna. And sunfish, the little guys like that will jump, and people will chase those things all day. The thing is, though, a sunfish jumps out of the water like this, like a brick, and comes back tail first. The tuna goes like the rocking horse. So you see guys out there chasing jumpers.
Jumping.
Right.
I
All
don't
the
think
time.
I've ever seen a jumping sunfish though.
Oh, well, okay.
That's crazy. I thought those things were just blobs that just didn't move and do anything at all. Let's see here. Yeah, they do it in the Gulf, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like you said, it's Hawaii too, right? But not the Oregon coast. Yep. Let's see here. Did y'all catch any Chinook? What tech, navigation, depth finding do you use in the rowboat?
Joe, that's a
Talk
great
about
question.
your heart monitor too while you're at it.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
talking
Yeah, all
about
that was
yeah.
really interesting to me. I
Yeah,
was wondering.
so, I have to manage heart rate. It's like my tax. So I've got a chest strap, heart rate monitor, Bluetooth to my Garmin GPS. I've got another GPS that I use for navigation. I've got handheld VHF for communicating with my buddy boats. I've actually got 2, so when the battery dies on one. I've got a personal locator beacon in my pocket. And I've got a beautiful Ritchie compass. So, and I have a fish finder. But I don't take that on tuna tricks because the transducer drag is too much.
It's kind of irrelevant out there too. I mean, it's not irrelevant, but if you're only looking to kill a couple tuna and
Yeah.
just trying to troll around
Yeah,
for them,
exactly,
you're
but-
not. Once you find them, you're not going to deploy a whole freaking spread on them.
Exactly.
So if your heart monitor, if that thing shuts off
Yeah.
or doesn't,
You're dead.
You're dead. But
No, it's not a
I mean,
pacemaker. It's just a monitor.
it's just about. But will that call the Coast Guard? Or,
No,
like,
no,
will that
You're
send a
missing the
signal?
point. You're missing
Yeah,
the
I
point.
did. You
Okay.
just did that for your own.
I can row at a heart rate of 120 beats a minute all day. I can't row at a heart rate of 130 all day. I have to stay below 120 because that's where I condition myself. That's where I train, is 120. So if I'm getting out there and when the wind comes up, it's really easy to get over that heart rate because it's just more work. So I'm managing my body energy expenditure to 120. That's all it is. Does that make sense?
Yep. No, absolutely. Like you said, you don't want to do like the fast cardiac burn for.
No,
56
I gotta
miles
be
of
burning
rowing.
fat and not glycogen.
Thank you very much for the super chat too. Oh, I lost the name. Bring it back down to me. Sorry, I just saw it. Addison once. That
Clint.
shut up, Clint. Clint's already laughing at me. Sorry. Thank you much for the super chat, bud. We appreciate it. Let's see here, guys. When you start, how fast are you going, and where are you going with the current always? When you start paddling for tuna trolling, probably going as fast as you were going out there, huh?
Well, tuna like it fast, so when I'm actually trolling, I am up at 130 heart rate, just trying to get the boat fast enough.
Right, trying to accomplish the
So
goal.
I'm burning.
Yeah. How's the
Yeah.
heart rate go up when you have a tuna on?
I don't know. I'm not looking at that. I mean, you're trying to gaff a tuna is a real rodeo. I don't know. Do you have the pictures?
I don't know.
He
Do we
put
have
a
the
couple of
pictures?
them up
Where's
as
the
we were
picture of
going
you
here, but
gaffing
not
a
while we
Yeah,
were
let's see some of these
able to
pictures
talk
real quick. I
about
want
it.
to see them.
There you go.
People can see the boat.
That's me gaffing my first tuna right there. So I learned something about rods, right? 4-foot boat, trying to land a fish like this
With an
right?
8-foot rod?
5-foot rod, 6-foot rod.
Yeah,
That's what works.
don't nothing too long, huh?
No.
What other pictures you got there, Clint?
That's gaffing it. That's my buddy Joe pushing me off through the surf at sunrise.
You went out 20 miles in that. Yes, sir.
Now here's a nice sales plate. What kind of oars did you use?
They're from Canada. They're spoon blade spruce oars, old school.
Yeah.
I could use carbon fiber, but that just doesn't kind of fit the.
Yeah, no, it
Character
doesn't have the
of it.
authenticity.
Yeah. That's my escort boat, Joe. He's the guy who talked me into it.
I can see that.
I think you should try this. Okay.
But he
Why
stepped
not?
up. He stepped up and escorted me.
No, that's nuts. I don't think
What a great experience, man.
that's nuts.
So I got a question for you guys. I do fish the rivers a little bit on that boat, and I'm not a good river fisherman, but is it possible that I'm doing better because every oar stroke is a pulsation of the lure?
Well, you said you haven't been catching too many springers.
Well, I'm doing better with the 360s. Is it possible that being quiet, I'm the only guy without a motor, electric or gas, and every stroke is a pulse? You know, the lure's going, "Ooh, ooh." What do you think? Advantage, maybe?
I've heard many things, but more in tidewater fisheries than say where you're fishing in Selwood or anything like that, or
the harbor.
in the main river, where of course you're fishing at different depths. If you're fishing for springers, obviously you're on bottom. If you're fishing for Chinook in the fall, you're probably somewhat suspended a little bit, or even on bottom. Just depends on the day and the tide. But I've heard a lot in smaller fisheries where there isn't as much depth, and guys who are taking their drift boats out will outfish guys with motors all day, every day.
Okay.
I mean, they'll be limited first pass in the morning because they are making no noise.
Right.
What do you think, Cam?
No, I mean,
Depth is a
I can't
factor.
say because I don't really know, but I do know, like, when we speed up and slow down our kickers, sometimes we do get, reactions.
On the
that-
turn, always on the turn.
Yeah, I mean, on the turn, that kind of
Right.
stuff, making stuff fall, making stuff do this, making stuff do that, definitely probably do it. So, yeah, possibly.
Okay.
I wish I'm not going, oh, yeah, for sure.
No,
I've never done it, so I don't really know.
I need an excuse because I do catch a few, and I'm going, well, I'm not really good at this. Why is
Yeah.
this happening?
Yeah, when I could definitely see, and the guys that I know that use that method with their drift boats are doing it in the fall, not the spring.
Yeah.
So that if you're having a harder time with springers, maybe that's why, because you need a little bit of more of a constant speed, being that there's more water in the river.
Yeah.
Or you need to be going slower. It's just, I think that the different styles, and you can tell you're fishing correctly when you're running a 360
Yeah.
because you're suspended. And
Right,
you're not
right.
constantly trying to mess with you. Because one thing I noticed, especially this last year when it was tough fishing, especially when these guys were out there guiding, the guys, if they had people in the boat that were experienced in fishing a big river and they were moving their lead up and down so that it was touching bottom or just barely, those guys were catching more fish than everybody because they were able to constantly fish their gear through the right zone.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes open.
What else have you caught in the rowboat?
I-
Besides salmon, lamb, have you done any other, to go after tuna is a pretty, I would say that's probably one of the more pinnacle moves, but you've had to try to do some other fishing.
I do launch it through the surf when it's, really flat and catch ocean coho and lingcod and rockfish. That works pretty well.
That would do. That'd be awesome.
So has
Maybe
it become
that's
your
what we
thing?
do. Maybe that's
What's
what
that?
we do.
Is that
Bottom fishing episode.
Yeah.
I want to see Marlon row though.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
And with
He did it. He needs to
I
put a
want
beanie
to
over his
see
eyes
Marlon
first.
row. I want to see Marlon row.
with
You
10
see me out
inches
here?
with 10 inches of freeboard, sometimes it's easier just to flip a coho in the boat instead of
Oh yeah.
messing with the net.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
40-pound test. Meep.
Yeah, exactly.
Gone. Yep. I think we need to do another contest with her, Marlon. What do you think? What are you doing?
Have you gotten towed
What do you
around
got?
by a sturgeon? That's a great question.
You don't get
yeah.
towed,
No.
okay, because you end up fighting the fish from the side of the boat,
Ah,
and so you get dragged sideways. It's not like the sleigh ride that
with
I
a
was
smaller
expecting.
kayak, yeah,
exactly.
where your tip's actually above your bow and you can keep it steer
Yeah.
with your hips.
Yeah,
And,
you're just getting towed sideways.
Yes.
What do you do in your normal life that you designed this boat and CNC cut it out and made it yourself?
I bought a kit
Oh,
from
okay.
Pygmy Boats up in Fort Townsend.
Oh, neat.
But I'm an engineer by training, so that's fine.
That's what I was
Right.
getting at. That's what I was guessing.
Okay,
Very neat.
fair enough.
Kayak sleigh rides are fun. Flatties, reds, and lings. Yes, that's what we're. See, like that would be fun because you Pacific City. I mean, those guys don't go out that far for bottom fish,
Oh,
right?
heck no.
A few hundred
2
yards,
miles?
2 miles best.
Mile, yeah.
Dude, we could do that. We
Yeah.
could do that in our rafts. Ooh, that might be an Addicted Life episode. What do you guys think?
Going to the
Oh
surf
man,
with on the rafts.
look what Marlon gave me to give away, but I got to think of a good
Whoa.
question.
Deck knife and a zinger.
We do. I am thinking.
This needs lots of shares and thumbs up.
Have you ever rowed a boat?
No, we got to think of something really good. What should the question be, guys? What should be question? What should be the question?
Something about Clint?
No.
I feel like Clint didn't
No.
really help out much in this episode.
Marlon did it all. He's back there doing his job. Marlon even had to go to work still.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm kidding. Let's
No
see
kidding,
here. Just
no,
playing the
just
surf on TV with the
Can't
raft.
Sing row, row, row your boat.
No. No.
Oh, man.
That would be terrible on every stretch of the imagination.
That's a great question.
But now,
That's a great question.
I think I've got the question.
Any guy who rows or like is usually fishing on the river in a day, I don't know, maybe you're not like this, Kim. Did you have what song? Are you listening to music or did you have a song stuck in your-
Podcasts.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You got smarter the entire time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Did you listen to an
I'd be
Addicted
so
Fishing
bored. Like I
podcast?
said, seriously, rowing for 7.5
You want
hours.
the truth or you want the PC? I didn't know you guys had a podcast till very recently.
Nice.
In fact, as soon as I did, I picked.
Hey, neither did I. I'm just kidding.
Do all these people listening know we have a podcast?
I don't know. Do all you guys? Maybe that will be the question. Here we go, guys. Here's the question. I have got a Gerber Cross River fixed blade knife and their little release tool, the Defender thing, which is their little cord that hooks onto your belt. That's a hell of a good price back from Gerber, and we thank you very much. But here's the question, and it is going to be a yes or no answer. Have you, or do you know, or have you listened? Well, no. Do you know that Addicted Fishing puts out a podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube? There you go. Yes or no, guys. Yes or no answer. Let us know, and you can win a Gerber Defender and a Gerber Cross River knife, and we'll wrap that up in about 3 minutes. Any other questions about rowing for tuna? And yeah, I think we might have to do like some little challenge where like it's like the rafts go out, and like think about that for an Addicted Life episode. Just launch. I mean, obviously we're not doing anything like, dude, we ain't that hardcore. We ain't doing what this guy's doing. But think about it. Go out there and just raft, go through the surf, and then get out there.
Well, that's the other thing.
First guy who goes out and rafts and catches a ling and comes
He
back.
trained
Yeah, we're not going to do
forever.
that.
Yeah, I did train.
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to go out a couple hundred yards and try to catch a ling and come back. Let's be honest.
Mayday on the radio.
Good luck.
No beer.
Good luck picking a winner here.
Oh my God. Apparently everybody is paying attention. All 300 of you.
I'm seeing a lot of no's though. All you people that are saying no.
And
Make sure
apparently
you guys
this
check
is
it
the
out.
quickest way that we can crash our comment feed.
The Addicted Fishing Podcast. Check it out on iTunes or Google Play or Spotify. All 3 of those.
No, it's kind of working.
It's not crashing yet. But
It's not crashing, but there's no way there's that many comments on YouTube and only 4 on it. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have I had to come back too. I agree. Yes or no, guys? What's that?
Oh, Marlon wanted us to talk. It's something we were kind of leading into towards the end here, and me and Cam will give a little
You're still
update
good.
spiel.
You're
But
on side
guys,
cam
we have all.
Yeah, your phone's on side cam right now.
Hi, phone. That's okay. I'm just monitoring. Just checking. I'm watching.
He's
me.
not looking at a picture of himself
I'm
this
watching
time.
me.
Yeah.
Why are we on side cam?
We lost the camera.
Oh, nah, it's back.
But Marlon wanted me to
it's
remind
back.
you
It's
guys,
back.
we just got our huge shipment of worms, the first shipment
That's right.
of the year of our addicted steelhead worms in stock. I know in some of the stores around you could already find some of the mustad jig heads. I think Sportco has them. The worm jig heads that we created as well. So if you want to get in on those good colors, are new colors in yet?
The new colors aren't
Not
there
yet. So
but
those aren't
all
there
the
yet.
Tried and true.
Yeah, all the good colors that we all ran out of last year are in stock right now. So do not forget to get them early because steelhead are coming.
Chances are, don't forget to get them early because chances are Marlin will screw up again and they'll be out of stock. So
Yeah.
buy them now. So
Or
they're not out
or
of
me and
stock.
Cam will start doing steelhead trips and we'll go in and raid all the good ones.
I've already done it.
Oh my
I already
god.
beat you to it.
I'm always last in
I've
line.
got cases of red pearl and orange pearl. Well, that's all you need.
Good thing.
Peachy
Link's got the website.
I was
right
gonna
up
say,
there
good
on-
thing Red Haze is gonna be the best.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to get in there before you get the red hazes, too. Yeah, and for all of those you guys that cry and complain, I had other words for it, about the worms being sold out, they're not sold out right now. So I made some comment somewhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
the first person that cried, oh, the worm was, I'm like, dude.
Well,
They're
and
in.
Jordan caught a winter steelhead today, which immediately made me go, it's time to go try and catch them. So I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be going to put some of those new worms that we're getting to the test.
Yeah.
Are we dropping the other new product or no?
What? I'm really confused now. What other
I
new
mean,
product?
Like into words and we're talking about.
Oh, the
The product is not to be talked about. It's coming. Those are going to be so badass.
I know. I can't wait. But you guys will have to wait. So let's pick a winner.
I don't know if there's enough comments.
Shut up.
I
Kidding.
think.
Oh, why not iHeartRadio? Hey, why not iHeartRadio for the podcast? Someone asked that.
I don't know. I'll look into it.
He'll look into it. I saw. Thank you for that, guys. We'll check that out. Yep. I went
Well,
for
Charles-
one. I went for one trip for winners last year and got one on an addicted worm. Well, then you're like batting 100% on addicted
Good
worms.
job.
Keep fishing
Winners
them.
up.
Winners up, David O'Connor, and yes, he has heard of the podcast, and yes, you just won a Gerber Defender
really
and a Gerber Cross River
Oh.
fixed blade knife. Yes, sir. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the new worms.
Thank
Charles,
you so much for
Yeah.
coming
thank you for
today,
coming
Charles.
in. It's theoceancoach.com. See, Marlon, our website is addicted.fishing. Not .com. So I swear to God, he screws me up every time I got to think about that. It's like, this is a .com and it's okay, yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
but
The
thank you very
future.
It's
I'm
the
ahead of the game.
Marlon is always ahead of the game in the future, which is why there's like 500
Which
of you
is
guys
why you
watching.
should go follow us on TikTok.
Which is why you should follow us on TikTok.
If you guys want to see some videos of Cameron that he's never even seen himself, go follow us on TikTok.
Dirty.
I put the jerky one up there. The one where you're like, raw, just eat the jerky.
No, you did not. Oh my God. And we lost the
2,000
camera.
views.
All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on TikTok and, of course, the store, the Mustad discount code. You guys know the drill. We'll talk to you next week. See ya.
See ya.
See you guys.
Just turn it off because the camera's dead.